In 1485, a king was slain on the battlefield, his body dragged through the streets and buried in a grave so unremarkable that within decades its location was completely forgotten. What happened next would spark one of history's greatest mysteries. Some claimed his remains were stolen, others believed they were tossed into a river, and for centuries, no one knew the truth. That is, until a group of researchers, armed with modern science and an unlikely clue hidden in plain sight, uncovered something extraordinary in the most unexpected place.
The vanishing of a king.
Imagine a king so feared, so controversial, that even his grave was lost to history. When Richard III fell at the Battle of Bosworth in 1485, his enemy Henry Tudor wasted no time in taking the throne. Richard's body was taken to Leicester, where it was displayed as proof of Tudor's victory. Records say he was buried at the Greyfriars Church, but soon after, the church was destroyed. Over time, myths and rumors spread, leaving one haunting mystery. Where was England's last Plantagenet king?
The lost grave and the false legend.
For centuries, people believed Richard's body had been thrown into a river by an angry mob, a story written by historian John Speed in 1611. The city of Leicester even placed a plaque by the Bow Bridge, marking it as his burial site. But was this really true? By the 1800s, the actual location of Greyfriars Church had been forgotten, buried beneath centuries of new buildings. Only a determined group of researchers, centuries later, would uncover the truth.
A parking lot and a clue from the past.
In the early 2000s, historian Philippa Langley set out to find Richard's real grave. She traced historical maps and realized something astonishing. The site of Greyfriars Church was now a parking lot. When she visited, she felt an eerie certainty that Richard was buried beneath her feet. Then, as if fate had intervened, she spotted a single letter painted on the pavement. R. It was just a reserved parking spot, but for Philippa, it was a sign to start digging.
Unearthing the king.
In 2012, a team of archaeologists began their excavation. Just 6 hours into the first day, they uncovered a human skeleton, mere meters away from the painted R. The remains showed severe head wounds and a curved spine, fitting descriptions of Richard III, but science had to confirm it. DNA testing linked the bones to a direct descendant of Richard's mother. Carbon dating placed the remains at the exact period of Richard's death. The evidence was undeniable. They had found the lost king.
The king's final resting place.
After 500 years, Richard III was no longer a mystery. His remains were given a state funeral and reburied in Leicester Cathedral in 2015. This discovery not only solved a centuries-old riddle, but also rewrote history, proving that legend and truth are not always the same. King Richard III had vanished, only to be found again in the most unexpected place, a quiet parking lot, hiding a royal secret beneath the pavement. The story of Richard III is a powerful reminder of how history can be lost, rewritten, and rediscovered. For centuries, myths and misconceptions buried the truth, hiding the remains of England's last Plantagenet king beneath an unassuming parking lot. But thanks to the relentless work of historians, archaeologists, and modern science, Richard was finally given the dignity of a proper resting place. His story, once thought to be lost to time, is now a testament to the incredible ways in which the past can still speak to us, if only we're willing to listen. Thank you so much for listening. Check out more of our content here, and we'll see you in the next one.